this is the exercise, the deadlift, shrug, calf raise, and right now it's as balanced as I can get it. I've got a lip right here. It's about an inch tall, and what that does for me is it already puts the calf under tension, a stretching tension, which already blows the calves up, makes them bigger immediately. So they're already stretched, and then when you go when you're done deadlifting and you raise into a calf raise, it's already stretched, and then so it's like a full range, calf raise. So it's an excellent workout for the calves, but also a neutral grip shrug, in my opinion, is the best shrug. I know that some people, they'll do the inner ones to help lift the outside of the traps, but they do different hands. But I like the neutral grip because it kind of hits everything. So I just on the shrug calf raise, it just, with this kind of weight, it just it just hits hard. And then the good thing about it is you're already under tension in the deadlift the whole time. And then as you come up, you really, you're going to pinch and pull up, and so it's really activating the entire trapezius. So it's a great exercise. Okay. Now I don't do a lot of reps. I don't go over 5 reps. Typically I do 3 reps at a time. The reason I do it that way is I'm trying to build strength more than anything. Like I want to be able to, have really high amount of strength really fast. So I used to have a lot of strength, but I was in an accident and herniated my neck, my thoracic and lumbar. So now, with all the different inflammation and arthritis, I can't really do the things that I did before with high reps. So before I used to build, I do like 20 reps, 15, 10, 5, or 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, or the next time would be 10, 5, 3, 1, 1, 1 type thing, slowly adding weight. And these times I don't do 20 or 10 reps. Typically it's just 5 reps, and then I'll do lightweight with 5 reps, and then a little bit heavier, a little bit heavier, a little bit heavier, until I get closer towards medium levels, where it's actually activating a lot of muscle. Then I go to 3 reps, and then typically I go right from 3 to 1 rep, and then I'll do 1 rep max, almost max I should say, in the 90-some percentile. Boom, 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 and I'll just slowly add the weight until I cannot lift the weight anymore. It's a maximum effort. But this tire isn't super heavy. I'm not even sure how heavy it is, but it's not light, but it's not heavy. So the only thing about this one is always trying to find a balance, trying to make sure that it's not leaning off back and forth, and so that's the only thing with this. So always trying to make sure that it's set up right, because you don't want to lift awkwardly. You don't want to be like, it activates on this side before it does this one, so you got to make sure it's balanced and everything gets hit perfectly, so. This tire is actually kind of heavy. I'm not sure how heavy, but it's definitely got weight to it. And with these, I try to slide them back so they're not leaning, out toward me. So the top of here is coming straight down to here, but there's a gap, kind of like a little shelf here. It's back about 3 or 4 inches. This tire is not as heavy as the other two, but still heavy. This one's a little bit back, about 1 inch too, this way. So, come to think of it, actually this is 2 inches out farther than this, and this is 2 inches back farther than this one. Yeah, but this exercise is actually one of the best exercises you can do, because a neutral grip or a wheelbarrow type deadlift puts less strain on your back, and so because it's, you know, you're not leaning forward as much, even though, you know, they compensate and everything, but when you're in the middle, it's the weight is moved differently, so it's, you know, your discs aren't put at a funny angle in the beginning, so we're slightly off. So this is excellent for that, and it actually also helps the thighs more than it would than just the deadlift does. And then when you do the shrug next, and I just talked about that, that's a great one for the back as well. Anything to do with deadlift is great, but adding the shrug to it really helps hit the traps even better. And then when you do calves, your calves get a great workout from them too. My calves are actually pretty muscular from this exercise. This thing really blew my calves up. So. This one ain't super heavy, but it's another pickup truck tire. It's got a wheel with it. I'm going to move you over a little bit so you can kind of see a better angle. I'm going to have to add some tires in the back here in a minute, so I wanted y'all to see everything and how great this exercise is. Having trouble getting it set right. Okay, I'm gonna back up with this one. Okay, so right now I've got 5 tires total. I've got 3 backhoe or loader tire types, and then 2 pickup truck tires. And I have no idea how much that is. I know that the big tire is 506 pounds, the one not here, but back that way that I flip. So anyway, I'm gonna do this one and keep adding until I can't. So from here on out, it's just 1 rep at a time. And this is another pickup truck tire with a rim. Problem is, at this point, there's not a lot of places to put it. Except on top, I guess. This is the highest I'm going to go. I'm going to take these 3 off on the next one and add a bigger. Well, I'm going to take these 2 off, put the big one back on, and put these ones back on top of that after this. So. That sucked. So this off of here. Okay, let's do this again. The weight off of it. This one is definitely the heaviest besides my tractor, my big loader tire over there. Definitely gonna take this one off too. Put it in full wheelie drive. Man, a little bit hard there. Next heaviest. Okay. And the next heaviest. This one's flatter, but it's actually heavy. Yeah. Derby. I think that's right. It's about balanced. Okay. Holy crap. This is the lightest of the loader tires. Sorry for the burp. Woo! I could probably add 2 more truck tires, but I'm going to leave it alone. I've got some strain going on in my guts, so I never lift with a belt, because every time I lifted with belts, I always had pressure down in the groin, so I don't screw around with that. So one of the strongest people I ever knew never lifted with a belt, and that was my dad. My dad picked up 460 Ford engines all the time, put them in back of people's trucks, and he took a 454 Chevy, which, if y'all know the weight, it's 655 pounds, and it was complete, fully dressed, pulled it off the shelf, which was about like that high, and carried it about, I don't know, 25, 30 feet, put it in the back of someone's truck. He never had a belt. And I believe it's kind of true. If you don't lift with a belt or straps, you're going to be better off in the long run, because you're not going to be tempted to push, and you can't push beyond what your actual limit is. So I think you have less chance of getting hurt. That's just my take on it. I'm not a strong man per se. I'm not a power lifter or anything like that. I'm just I guess you just call me a gym rat, basically. You know, someone that does as many exercises just to see what they do. And you know, I've been training for about 30 years, 31 years. So I've been doing curls since I was 8 years old. So did arms from 8 years old until I was 12, and then when I was 12 to 13, I just did my upper body and calves. I did my core, but I never did any squatting or deadlifting or anything like that until I was 16. Then I started doing all that, and then when I was in my 20s, I quit all that, and I started doing clean and jerk, Olympic lift, split style, and I did that for 20 years, and then I did calisthenics with it, and I looked exactly the same in my body for 20 years, and I kept my athletic abilities the entire time, so until I was injured in an accident, and then it changed. But otherwise, that's why I don't use a belt. I'm very careful, as careful as I can be. You know, when you're lifting heavy, things can just give out on you. That's why, you know, most of my stuff is pretty safe. This one is not as safe as all the other ones. Like my squat rack here, my squatting, I should say, has a built-in safety. My bench press has a safety. Pretty much that's the only ones that in my opinion, that could actually kill me. Besides this thing could fall off and hit me in the head, I guess, but otherwise everything's pretty safe. So, but thanks for watching this. Let me do this part. I'm gonna do some rock carry next. I was gonna go to the road and back. The next one is rock carry, and then I'm gonna do some. Actually, I'll move it out here. So I'm only, oh crap, I'm on 32 minutes. I'm actually gonna quit this video. Otherwise, it'll section it off anyway.